What's going on, Ravens fans? Welcome into the Baltimore Ravens rundown. Well, if you have not forgotten about today's loss against the Pittsburgh Steelers, that's exactly why I'm here, to keep it on your memory, to keep it in rotation. But I'm going to offer some good news with it. Unfortunately, it was a horrible loss. It's been a horrible season. I'm going to offer some bad news after today's loss as well. Speaking of bad news, John Harbaugh is still your head coach. Do you want John Harbaugh to be fired? If you do, hit that thumbs up button, like today's video. Let me know and weigh in with your answer. So we're going to start with the good news because that's, I think, what we all need at this point. Just, 4 hours after that game is over, Keaton Mitchell posted on his story today. I'm good. We good. Can't stop. Won't stop. And I'm not going to lie to you, okay? This is big for Baltimore. At this point, I'm down to take all these mini wins that I can. And I think after Keaton Mitchell ripped off that massive 56-yard run, puts you into scoring position, like, you all saw how electric this guy could actually be. We've all seen and we've all known all season long how electric Keaton Mitchell could be. But we also know his injury history, right? Torn ACL his rookie year, struggled with injuries throughout college as well. So when he went out with this game, from this game, with a knee injury, we had no clue what was going to come of that. We had no clue what the future was going to hold for number 34. And then you look at the fact, like, okay, you got Derrick Henry, he's still your RB1. Justice Hill is out with a neck injury. Then it was Keaton Mitchell, RB3. He might be out for a couple weeks to come. And then it was Rasheen Ali. So if Keaton Mitchell wasn't good, if he was going to be out for the next couple of weeks to come, then your top two running backs on your roster would go Derrick Henry, Rasheen Ali. That's not good for anybody, especially an offense that's struggling, especially an offense that's reeling. And when it comes to Keaton Mitchell, I get it. You might not think this team's going to be able to win games in the future, but they're still going to try, and Keaton Mitchell gives them a better chance to win those football games. I think we can all agree that Keaton Mitchell has the juice that this team needs. He gives you a little zap every now and then, right? He gives you that a little jolt of electricity that you need. That 56-yard run was a perfect example of that. One that I almost guarantee you he would have housed if he wouldn't have injured himself on it. Of course, because he did that, he got caught, and he didn't come back for the rest of this game. So I do believe that although you lost the game, it was ugly, you're not in a great spot for the division or the playoffs, this is some good news to take out of today's game. But don't worry, that's the last of the good news. We're going to be very negative for the rest of today's show. Do you want Keaton Mitchell back as soon as possible? If you do, spam those 3 4s in the comment section down below right now. The bad news, that game was even worse than you originally thought. You might be sitting in your home, it's probably around 9 o'clock Eastern time, getting ready for bed. You got a big week of work ahead of you. And you might be thinking, you know what, that game was bad, but it's probably not as bad as I'm thinking of. No, it was, right? The Ravens are the first team since 2022 to lose after producing 200 or more rushing yards and allowing 50 or fewer rushing yards in a single game. And that's the frustrating thing about this ball game, because it felt like you won the line of scrimmage on both sides. And it felt like that is when both of your red zone drives stalled out. One that ended in turnover on downs, another one that ended in a field goal. They stalled out because you stopped running the football, because you went away from what was working for you. And then on the defensive side of the ball, we came into this game saying, man, the way you win this football game is by stopping their run and making Aaron Rodgers and this passing attack beat you. Because Aaron Rodgers in this passing attack had been horrible. 3 straight games for him coming into this one with less than 200 yards. Well, guess what? You let a 42-year-old Aaron Rodgers dominate. Aaron Rodgers is closer to my parents' age than he is to mine. Aaron Rodgers could register for AARP tomorrow. Aaron Rodgers could retire and then literally go into a retirement home. They went into that ball game. They had been 0 for 5 on 20 or more air yard passes in their last, 0 for 13, in their last 5 weeks. It had been since week 8 that they completed a pass of 20 or more air yards, and they did it on play 1. And then they did it 2 other times throughout that ball game. So that's part of the bad news. I think another thing that we could constitute as bad news is Daniel Faalele is still on your football team. He is the worst player on the football team, maybe in the National Football League. Kyle Goon tweeted this out, said there's a crowd of reporters waiting by Daniel Faalele's locker, but the media policy is generally not to talk to players before they're fully clothed. Faalele was shirtless, took a shirt in his hand, nodded at the reporters, walked off. He did not return for questions. So then Daniel Faalele not only knows that he was so bad, that was obvious to him, but then he doesn't even want to be man enough to face reporters. Does not want to be man enough to face the heat. Something that Lamar Jackson has to do every single week. Something that Kyle Hamilton mostly has to do every single week. But no, Daniel Faalele just says to opposing defensive tackles, here you go, please go tackle Lamar Jackson. I'm not going to have to answer to any of this because I'm going to keep my shirt off. I'm going to not have to talk to anybody. Then I'm going to go down or go out the rest of my day. It's a joke. He's a joke. This team is a joke. Should Daniel Faalele get benched? Give me a yes or no in the comment section down below. This should be unanimous. This should be the easiest question ever asked in this channel's history. Let me know in the comment section. Coming up, more bad news for Ravens fans, unfortunately. Does not end there. Does not just end with Daniel Faalele, but we go on a little bit further. But something that I could offer you some good news about is PrizePicks and this deal that they've got for you. If you download the PrizePicks app, use our code CLNS. You get $50 in lineups. All you got to do is play a $5 lineup. It's the holiday season, which means it's the best time of the year for sports, bowl games, basketball matchups, playoff pushes. It's all happening at once. And while you and I are out here making decisions every day, what gifts to buy, what to eat, which game to watch, there's one place where it feels good to be right, and that is PrizePicks. My wife couldn't even name 4 pro teams. Then we started playing on PrizePicks now every Saturday night. We're breaking down who she's picking for her lineup. It's the most exciting way to watch football. On PrizePicks, how you play is up to you. If you want flexibility, choose FlexPlay, where you can get paid even if one of your picks misses. And if you want the biggest payouts, go for the power play. No matter your play, PrizePicks is a great way to put your takes to the test. I went with the power play, and boy, did it pay off, literally. I took the more on Derrick Henry, 86.5 rushing yards. I also took the more on Aaron Rodgers, 19.5 pass completions, and the more on Zay Flowers, 64.5 receiving yards. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Big winnings right here on PrizePicks. Download the PrizePicks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. The link to this promo is in the comments and description of today's video. PrizePicks is good to be right. I got some more chat stats for you. Today's defeat dropped the Ravens to 3-5 at home, which clinches their first losing record at home since 2015. So you came into this year the Super Bowl odd favorites, but you also had a first-place schedule because you won the AFC North last year. So you knew it was not going to be easy. It's not going to be an easy road. But, hey, you had some pretty good games at home. And you go 3-5. 3-5. You cannot defend your home field. Everybody comes in there and just absolutely pants you. They pants you. It's just embarrassing stuff. That's all it is. Day after day, week after week, game after game. It's just embarrassment. Even in the wins, this team's embarrassing. I can count, I think, 3 wins this season where I haven't been absolutely embarrassed by the way this team played. The Browns game in week 2, the Bears game in week 8, and the Dolphins game. Those are the 3. The 3 other games you ended up winning this year were still embarrassments, even on top of that. It's a joke, man. It's an absolute joke. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of this team, sick of their attitude, sick of their lack of physicality. I'm just tired of it, man. And your shining star, your bright light, one Lamar Jackson, everybody who's watching this video, every single one of us, our favorite player in the National Football League. He went 19 for 35, 219 yards, completion percentage of 54.3%. He's now been under 60% in 5 straight games. 5 straight. That has never happened, even 4 in a row in his career before this stretch. Just embarrassment, man. It's so brutal. It's brutal out here. It's hard to be a Ravens fan. So I, applaud you for watching this video, watching this team, and for hanging out with us. We're going to get out of here. Twitter, Instagram. I'm on both platforms. Joey Peterson 8 on both platforms. YouTube.com/RavensTV. That's where you can subscribe, or the big red sub button.